But this is what I got. Now, the only problem is that there's no way to test this theory of mine. The only way I could think of would be to leave it alone in its cell without anything else. No joke. If I'm correct, and this is a big if, it would wait even longer than last time to transport itself, because that theory is believable and the closest thing to the truth. If I'm wrong, well, you know I tried. It was approved. This SCP was left on its containment cell without any interaction permitted. 3 weeks after initial containment, the anomaly has yet to transport itself. Damn! They were right on the money on that one. Interesting. And it's just a footnote, so nothing... Okay. Very intriguing. Yeah, I can see why it's a cater now. That makes sense. Alright, we're going to leave the wiki page open here, because I know I'm going to be back. Probably. Man. I need a beer after reading all that. Anyway. Too bad I don't drink. Alright. Back to business. Oh, door's already open. Interesting. Okay. Replica testing, huh? Okay. Oh, we're not getting decontaminated yet. Cool. What do we got here? Yeah. Well, I think, what was it? There's quite a few. Taking a bucket of 354 and locking it into a room is not replication. It's idiocy. Oh no. What do we got here? Oh, it actually has the wiki page in the game too for some of these. Interesting. Okay. SCP-354 Cater. It is a pool of red liquid discovered in northern Canada. The liquid is of a consistency similar to that of human blood, hence the blood pond. But it's not of biological nature. The liquid becomes denser as one descends deeper into the pool. Periodically, entities emerge from the pool and attempt to escape from the enclosure. Thus far, nearly all creatures emerging from have been extremely hostile and highly dangerous. It's believed to have been first discovered and redacted by survivors of a plane crash. It had developed into a local urban legend long before Foundation personnel arrived to deal with the threat. At 14:03 hours on Redacted, an unidentified entity emerged from as Mobile Task Force Redacted was dispatched to deal with the entity, and they were eventually successful. All personnel at Watch Station Epsilon 38 were found dead. Area 354 was subsequently constructed to contain the SCP. Interesting. I love how... Let's see. Replication status partial. And all ongoing efforts to replicate by the way of replication system have resulted in failure. It is constantly growing. The site coordinator has decided that taking a small portion and relocating it into the replication division would be essentially mean it has been successfully replicated. It has yet to exhibit an object emerging from it. Further testing required. Oh no. Yeah, that's fair. You know what? Out of curiosity, just because. Hold on. I just want to see. You're probably right. Let's see. What was it again? It was 354. The red pool. Yeah, and I'm not reading all that, so... Because it... God, it has so many fucking... Jesus Christ. Yeah, it has a lot. I'm not reading all that. Yeah, pretty much. It's definitely Cato, though. And it's definitely, it originated in a lake. So, a blood lake. Interesting. Alright, anyway, back to the game. No, I would only read it off the page if it's a short page. Unless it's not in the game, of course. Yeah, that's a red liquid bucket. Confirmed. Alright, there's the bathtub. We're not going in there quite yet, though. SCP-1974, class safe. It is a freestanding ceramic bathtub typical of the kind sold in the United States from 1930s through the mid-1960s. When recovered, it contaminated... Oh, actually, there's a lot more to this. Interesting. That's a long one and a fun story. Yeah, it seems like it. Any substance added to the water inside will be drained or filtered out through unknown means. Oh boy. When a subject makes contact with the water inside, they will immediately begin to hear two voices. One voice, hereby designated 1, has been described as that of an American male of about 85 years of age. The other voice, hereby designated 2, has been described as a male with a thick Russian accent of around the same age. The former claims to be, while the latter claims to be the water feeling. Interesting. Okay. They appear to dislike each other and are described as debating constantly. The debates between 1 and 2 are about capitalism, communism, and the historical and current states of the United States of America, the Soviet Union, and China. Original researcher did the fucking... Hi, Andrew. I'm reading, Andrew. I'm trying anyway. How are you? Original researcher Divarix. Okay. Replication status partial. Base bathtub created using identical materials as used for bathtubs from Arrow. Water source from recovery location. After running bathtub through replication system, it was created successfully. Blub's not working again. Damn. Well, it is working. I just can't hear it. Same. Actually. Can't complain. Dr. Redacted commissioned a series of tests with the bathtubs being asked identical questions. The testing has concluded that the replica has assumed completely different personalities than those of SCP-1974. How are you, dingus? I'm being a dingus by stepping foot into an SCP facility. Alright, let's talk to the tub, I guess. Then we'll continue on. What is this? What the fuck? Oh, wow. Ah, fuck, I missed.
Would it kill you not to kiss ass for just a single second?
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. How about miss that?
Not to burden others with our internal squabbles. It would seem, however, that the deal no longer stands. I don't remember making no deals.
Nah.
I will not allow yet another night to revolve around you and your cynicism. Come here, Annie. Let us continue this discussion in private.
Uh-oh. Interesting. Oh, am I gonna put my hand in the tub? I 100% am.
Annie, great job with testing us.
Some incredible testing right there. It's moments like this I regret not having hands to clap with.
Is this the good tub, bad tub routine? You two are in a fine mood.
Is this the good tub bathtub routine?
My bunkmate is even more on edge than usual due to tonight's events. Frank's apparent escape rattled everyone's cages, so to speak.
Who you calling a bunkmate? I am the bunk, you lousy bastard. Besides, if anything, Frank busting out of here is lifting my spirits. Although if I hear that prick saying how we're under code red lockdown one more time, I'll run a cyanide bath myself.
Damn.
Please, for both of our sakes, tone down your feelings towards the site coordinator and curb your illicit activities.
You know what? Seeing as it's already been an eventful night, maybe we ought to spice it up a bit.
Uh-oh. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Listen, the coordinator spends more time thinking about you than you realize. And I mean a lot. See, if I were you, I'd think real good and hard about visiting his office on the upper floors.
What's going on here?
I just figured you might want to find out why Pops took off all those years ago.
Uh-oh.
What do you know about my father?
I don't know nothing, but I can promise you that he does.
Even if I wanted to check out his office, which I'm not saying I do, you and I both know that it's impossible to get in there because he's holed up inside it 24/7.
I've got 3 words for you. Code Crimson. Law.
Code Crimson.
2 outbreaks on a single night. That wouldn't look good for a little site coordinator. I go as far to say he'd be forced to leave the premises immediately. As for safety and regulations, because the precious coordinator has to be protected at all costs.
Oh, does he now?
And that would mean his office would be free for anyone to indulge their curiosity. Go to the meeting room, take it from there, and see where it leads you.
Interesting.
What the hell?
Well, that's our peaceful retirement. If you need help, I ain't going nowhere. And no, you might not like everything you find up there, but you gotta face the music.
I don't want to face the music, though. Music's only good in certain instances. Alright then. Can I talk to it again? No. Of course not. Ooh, this is an event. I don't have anything to open the event yet. Okay. Fine.
Oh, you're done with that thing. Both condolences and congratulations are in order. I'd say I hope it wasn't too much of a nuisance, but that's unlikely. Well, go do whatever it is you do around here until you clock out. Some of us don't have the luxury that comes with the lack of responsibility.
Damn. Alright. I guess I'll explore a bit then. Sure. Let's see. SCP-3521. Bananas. It's literally bananas. Alright. Oh, God. SCP-3521. Object Class Safe. It is a group designation for 16 pharmaceutical gel tablets created by an amateur parapharmacologist with affiliation with an unknown assassin. Shortly after consumption, an extremely large number of unpeeled bananas will begin to manifest in the subject's stomach. It is believed this volume of bananas is intended to cause an acute lethal dose of ionizing radiation. While bananas do contain trace amounts of radioactive potassium, the quantity manifested induces the much more obvious causes of death of exsanguination, suffocation, or the most confirmed cases, gross crush trauma from 9.15 million kilograms, or whatever that is in pounds, of bananas manifesting within the subject's stomach. Discovery and testing. It was discovered after a shootout between the Atlanta Police Department and individuals connected to heroin manufacturing ring. During the investigation, a bag containing was discovered, along with a burner phone. The contents of the messages contained on this cell phone are... recovered cell phone data. New job is in, and I need something from you. What are you looking for? When I worked with Little B, he usually got me plutonium. No plutonium. What? Fuck. Holy damn, that sucks, Andrew. What do you have in mind? Potassium. How is potassium any more discreet than plutonium? Easy to hide, we'll use banana. Bananas are radioactive, yes. I know you're supposed to be some kind of savant, but I don't know about this. Are you sure that radioactive bananas are more discreet than plutonium? Because I feel like they aren't. You tell me you see plutonium on the ground and you see a banana. Which you more worried about? I get that, but again, it's going to be a lot of bananas, right? Or just one really radioactive one. You need to learn to trust Dotto. Banana, just as effective as plutonium. Plus, you can't trace banana. Who does finger get pointed at? Grocery store? The fuck is this? Okay. Just wasn't sure. Good, you trust Dotto, and everything be okay. No word. Banana even better than plutonium. During processing D8 at 92, D8491 was chosen for testing based on recovered video footage. After roughly 30 minutes, briefly complained about an intense stomach pain before expanding rapidly and disappearing under a quickly growing mass of bananas. The testing chamber was consumed in seconds, and a significant portion of the site's lower levels were destroyed in minutes. Yeah, I could see that. And the replication was a success. A fraction of a tablet of the replica of the SCP has been administered to D-Class Subordinate 5324. Upon consumption, the recipient has indeed begun expanding rapidly and has disappeared under a quickly growing mass of bananas. The number of bananas is roughly the size our researchers have predicted. Cleanup crew requested at the chamber. Further production of these tablets have been approved by site coordinator. Alright then. Yeah, that checks out. There's a lot of bananas in there. They didn't get cleaned up, so something happened here. SCP-9174 Hangar Elevator. What the fuck? I need a level 5 keycard. That's a good question, and I'm sure we'll find out. Let's see. SCP-9174 Class Save appears to be a 2003 model handheld. Wait, didn't it just say it's a hangar? I'm confused. Okay, whatever. With additional non-factory feature, while viewing surroundings with the camera's viewfinder, objects classified as displacements can be seen. Sounds emitted from displacements can be heard through the speaker. These objects do not seem to exist outside of the viewfinder since they cannot be physically interacted with in any way other than in our reality. Bringing close to the user's eyes while pointing at a displacement in close proximity for 3 seconds triggers an unexplained event, bringing the displacement into existence. These retrieved objects display some discrepancies with their former displaced versions seen through the viewfinder. For instance, a retrieved telephone might ring at a slightly different pitch. Based on tapes procured along with the SCP, it's evident that recording traumatic events transfers objects into the void between, a reality separate from ours. This results in the creation of displacements. So it's basically the camera we had at the beginning of the game. I'm willing to bet that. But this says it's a hangar elevator. I'm so confused. Make up your damn mind. So this one doesn't have anything in it. It's just a blank thing. Okay. Okay.
Returning to the crime scene, are we? I know you had something to do with this. I can't prove it, but I can't disprove it either. Rest assured that your friend will be caught, and he will squeal. If your name comes up as even a passing thought in between his screams of agony, you will be keeping him company in that cell. I can promise you that.
Interesting. So, wait, what? SCP-3A9? Yeah, blank or destroyed. Replication status. Okay, I guess we're looking this one up. Okay. Let's see. I'm surprised it's not all numbers, though. SCP-3A9? 3A9. The Sad Man? I'm confused. Hold on. It's Reddit says it's made up, but I'm gonna do some more digging here. Yeah, I think it's probably made up for the game. Google says it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna look it up on Steam now then, because apparently it's simply to do with the game itself. So I'm assuming. Well, oh, nope. No one actually asked about it. Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna say here. Because there is nothing even close to signifying it in the discussions, anything. So, yeah, you're probably right. Damn it. I was hoping. Anyway, back to game then. Alright, this is the deer. Or not deer. Oh god, it's big too. SCP-6448, Class Keter. It's an anomalous branch of the deer family. All members of this group display heightened intelligence and are presumed to be sapient. Many specimens exhibit some form of physical malformation. Legs bent backwards, jerky movements, tendency to walk on two hind legs, general body disfigurement. Known to watch, observe, and stalk humans, often for hours or days. Yeah, that makes sense. Incident 6448 Alpha. MTF Gamma Force Green Stag successfully detained and captured the instance of the following is a log of events thereafter. Greetings, SCP-6448. The instance suddenly bolts upright and stares at the intercom. Research? The instance speaks in a distorted version of Oz's own voice. Research? What kind of... And that's it. Okay. July 7th, 1947. The instance suddenly rams the 20-inch thick one-way glass, cracking it slightly. Stumbles backward. The instance begins to collapse and contorts violently and begins screaming. Its abdomen bulges and writhes. A black viscous, tindery mass erupts of the instance's side. It leaps and squirms around the cell before shattering the window. The remaining carcass is entirely hollow. The tindery mass swiftly maneuvers outside the Sector 4 in seconds, clearing the lockdown area. It travels in the direction of the main exit. The mass clears the main desk, it shatters the glass on the front exit, and disappears into the outside shrubbery. Oh, okay. Intriguing. Replication status partial. Taking a normal deer through the replication system has resulted in the successful creation of the replica. It exhibits the same physical attributes and deformations as observed. Precautions were taken when dissecting the first replica in case of the sentient black liquid trying to escape its confinement. This turned out to not be needed since anomalous, but benign. White liquid was found instead. It seems to be non-sentient. Further testing required. So this is where we start seeing issues with replication. Intriguing. The fuck? That's a flamingo. Well, I know this one. 914. Large vase consistent gear springs. Yep, it's the thingy. Two large bursts connected on the main body, labeled intake and output. Between them is a panel with a large knob. Wood's rough, coarse, 1.1 1-1 fine and very fine are positioned on a knob. When an object is placed in the intake booth, a door slides shut. If the knob is turned to any position, it will refine the object in the booth. The object appears to be in stasis until the output booth door is open. Dr. Redacted test log. One wristwatch belonging to Dr. Redacted, setting course. One completely disassembled wristwatch. One cell phone belonging to Redacted. 1-1. One cell phone, although different make and model. Input, one standard Colt Python revolver, setting very fine. Output, data expunged. Aforementioned redacted. Completely disintegrated all matter in line of fire. Object contained with high density gamma waves. The flamingo's evil. Oh no. That's gonna be an issue. Maybe it's the villain of the game. Document 109B117. Dr. Redacted and Dr. Redacted. Test log. Subject D186, male Caucasian, 42 years old, 108 kilograms, 185 centimeter tall, setting 1-1. Output, male Hispanic, 42 years old, 100 kilograms, 188 centimeters tall. Subject was very confused and agitated. Subject attacked security personnel. Subject terminated. Input, subject D187, male Caucasian, 28 years old, 63 kilogram, 173 centimeter tall. Setting, very fine. Oh god. Output, data expunged. Subject escaped from test chamber, killing 8 guards as well as Dr. Redacted and Dr. Redacted. Blockout initiated. Biological testing with discontinued. Of course. Why the fuck would you do such a thing? I guess we'll have to find out. I guess we'll see. Alright. And its replication is partial. Parts were sourced from the original location, still unable to replicate some functionality. Forced to simplify selection panel. Only coarse, 1-1, and fine. Mostly work as intended. No matter the input material, the rough setting produces an unidentifiable liquid. And the very fine setting produces seemingly nothing. No trace of the input material is detectable when set to very fine. Further testing of the coarse, 1-1, and fine settings with various input materials has been approved by the site coordinator. It is the staff's opinion that once these settings results exhibit no differences from the original SCP, the rough and very fine settings will start to behave as intended. I don't know about that, Chief. I wouldn't even do it anyway, based on what we know. Alright. So now we got the damn flamingo. That's already done something. Alright. SCP-1507, Class Euclid. It's a collective designator given to 30 plastic lawn flamingos. Their behavior often results in attacks targeted towards Foundation staff. The only individual known to circumvent their behaviors is POI 1507, otherwise known as Leroy Day. Following phone logs covered from text messages between one Mark Foreman. It's fine. What's up, dude? Well, you keep your flamingos inside. Yeah, they don't really like the rain. What do you mean? They just don't like it. It gets inside them and bothers them and all that stuff. Dude, I know you've been obsessed spelled wrong with them recently, but you realize they're not real, right? No, don't move and play with me. I just want you to see the flamingos. Fine, dude, I'm coming. See, I told you they play. I don't know why they don't like you. I guess they're overprotective of you. I'm sorry. This was meant to happen. An hour quite kind of air. Foundation agent was sent out. While on the scene, the agent reported attempting to unsuccessfully resuscitate another man, who was later identified as Mark Foreman, that had multiple stab wounds, presumably caused by this SCP. Holy shit. Alright. And replication is successful. The Plink Flamingo replicas have a tendency to multiply when not observed, similar to their original counterparts. They also seem to be able to inexplicably escape confinement and replicate throughout the facility. Some instances have been located outside the facility. An MTF task force has been sent to terminate these instances. termination successful. In the case of a member creates a rogue, they are to immediately terminate the SCP instance by blunt force trauma. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, cool. Now, you don't do anything we're gonna regret, okay? You stay single, and I'll go visit SCP-914. Actually, deposit items. All I have is the key card. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go sneak in here real quick. You don't see me. So I feel like I'm gonna have to get the new key card anyway. What the fuck happened here? Oh, it was before things happened. I see. Anything special? Oh. Was I the one that let him out? Is this what the game's trying to tell me here? I was. I was the one that let him out. Interesting. Yeah, he seems very dangerous. Confirmed. What's this? So we can slide the key card through. Yes, I will do that. Because knowing my luck, we're going to be able to use it for something. No items to deposit. Yep. Key card. I'll take that. And they did well with this, didn't they? Damn, it's fancy in here too. What's up here? Anything special? Nope, nothing special. I have to check though. Nope. Alright, what else we got here? So, yep. Okay. We got a cross. And we got a tape measure. Alright. Yeah, it's very nice looking. Can't complain. Definitely gave it some pizzazz. Alright, let's try the tape measure first. So, we're gonna try course. A measuring stick. So it took it from a tape measure to a measuring stick. So basically simplified it. That's what course does. Okay. Wait. You mean to tell me I can't? Uh-oh. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we'll do a 1-to-1 on the cross. It's legitimately still a cross. Let me see something real quick, because I know there's probably an achievement for this. Oh, okay. So you just do one of each. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put this on fine, mainly because I don't. Oh, not fine. Course. Garlic. Yep, that checks out. Alright, so what we'll do now is fine. Yeah, if it worked right. Hey, level 3 keycard. Nice. And I don't think I can make... Well, no. 1-to-1 will keep it 1. Alright, so now we gotta slide the keycard back through here. Oh god! They multiplied! Uh-oh. Well, lucky for me, I'm not gonna try that. I love how they have it on lockdown. Are you guys gonna do anything? Maybe not. Okay. Maybe we have to proceed with the story to see if they do anything else.
On bucket duty tonight. Fun time.
Fun times, you say?
What's up? I can tell something's on your mind.
Just, thinking about some old friends of mine. That's all.
John has friends on the outside? Wait here until I go and share that bombshell with Ray.
They're not around anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
That's fine.
That's fair.
It's been a while since they passed. Buddies of mine, from back when I was part of the MTF, before I got demoted down here. The reason I am here.
What do you mean?
We were part of an op gone south. An op that shouldn't have been given a green light in the first place. But hey, the monster was contained. What have we got to complain about? Shut up and wave your flags and medals.
What happened?
What was a calculated risk on their part, as they like to put it. What they didn't calculate was me being the only survivor. They should have just listened to what I had to say before the op, and no one would have gotten hurt. My suits never were ones for listening. They'd rather tell tales about all the SCPs they've contained, document them, and give them random numbers. But
Yep,
what you'll
makes
never
sense.
find in those files is even a mention of all the lives laid down to secure those SCPs in the first place. I suppose that's just part of the job. Anyway, I wouldn't stop giving them hell. So they sent me on my merry way down here as a token of appreciation.
Yeah, that sounds about
You
right.
miss them? Your friends?
Not a minute goes by where I wouldn't trade places with any one of them. And I feel like each additional one I get is a minute I didn't deserve. I've said too much. It's, not exactly something I like to talk about. But me not talking about it ain't gonna fix what they did.
And getting back at them would?
It'd make things a little easier. That's for sure.
Maybe I'll
Interesting.
have something to offer by the time this night's through.
You do that.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Wait, wasn't there a, So we can do hold on. I want to see something real quick. Now that I have the key card. Oh. Bad flamingo. Witness. Yes, I witnessed it. So now they're completely locked down. Cool. Bad flamingo. Alright, does it reset the stuff? No, it doesn't. You know, you would think you would be able to. Because I kind of want to see the other settings. I guess we're not going to get that opportunity. Alright, anyway. Moving on. Yeah, we can't do anything with that. I probably could have gotten that with the cross. I would think. Because I don't think the measuring tape would have done anything. Okay, that's a key code. So I guess we gotta go upstairs now. Uh-oh.
Why do we have to stay behind and guard this asshole? Who's gonna come for him? The bathtub? Watch it. He might hear you.
So we can't get spotted, basically. Cool.
Intruder! Fire away!
I can't even stand up. Uh-oh. Well, fuck. Did the game break?
Why do we have to stay behind and guard this asshole? Who's gonna come for him?
Okay, so if they have direct line of sight, I can't stand up. At least you don't have to hold the key down. How close can I actually get, though? That's the question.
Intruder!
Yeah, I can't get close. Okay, cool. I'm surprised they let me get that close.
Why do we have to stay behind and guard this asshole? Who's gonna come for him? The bathtub? Watch it. He might hear you.
The fuck is this? Monkey statue. The 2D cleverest. Let's see. Secure containment. Protect. It would be bucket, but the door frame. Really? A prank. A prank's a prank. Guess what was waiting for me at my desk this morning? The monkey is mine. We'll see about that. Bring it. Okay. Oh, so this... Okay. Intriguing. Okay, so we go in there, it looks like. Interesting. So we can stand up in here. Cool. Oh, what?
Commencing conscription interview with candidate 3546. Well, Annie, looks like you found yourself in a bit of a pickle. My. I have to say, looking at you.
I know, right?
I never think
Until you get it right on them.
Then why don't you look the fuck away?
Aren't you a peach? Luckily for you, I belong to an organization that can make all of this go away. You could walk out that door and put all this behind you like a bad dream.
Look, mister. I've been on the streets for a while now, and I've yet to see anything being up for grabs without something being asked in return. So why don't you level with me and spare me the bullshit?
Damn.
Very well. We could use someone with your particular skills.
Meaning what?
Oh, I'm afraid I can't disclose our due diligence. But rest assured, we've been particularly diligent when it comes to you.
What's the catch?
No catch. Well, maybe a
See,
small-
there's always a catch.
There's a certain medication you would be required to take. I'm instructed to tell you that it could alter your memory, but just between us, I can assure you that it will. Allow me to leave you with this. When opportunity comes knocking, you do well to open the door. All you have to do is sign on the dotted line.
Not like I want to remember anyway.
I didn't hear the sound of paper sliding.
Wonderful. Welcome, Annie.
Intriguing. What's this? Meeting PC room. Meeting summary. Change keycode password to replication chamber to 9318 because of repeated break-ins by D-class personnel. D-class has stumbled upon the most reactive liquid that can be mixed with 354 red bucket. This results in creating horror-based human comprehension. Do not create a glass of 634 in liquid SCP replicator and throw it into red bucket. Intriguing. Okay. So that's exactly what we're gonna do then. Because that'll be intriguing. Alright, time to get out of here. I want to go to the bathroom since that door's open. If it'll let me. It might let me. They're actually just gonna let me do this? Okay, cool. That makes sense. Let's see. It's a warning. The monkey statue known as is not a replica and should not be here. Do not try to outprank your peers in an attempt to keep the statue. If it appears on your desk, notify your supervisors immediately. Uh-oh. Advice. Don't use to make fine food. Try getting better at cooking instead. Cool. Oh, damn it. They could have done something with that. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is the vent, I think. Ah! Get out of here! Bad flamingo.
No, it can't be. If she's still in there, how come time is affecting her differently? Yes. Yes! The temporal polyvalence is why. Brilliant. You're brilliant.
Intriguing. Okay. So, that's the office. This goes to the bathtub.
Safety protocols mandate a roll call every hour on the dot. Sound off if you're doing good.
Oh, it's those guys. I remember them guys.
You know, I was a gunner, not a shrink in the tech team. You sure you're okay?
Hi. So, what else again? Hold on. That's one we have to look up. I don't think it's in here. The SCP is. SCP that is is a tear-dropped eyeball. Okay. No, that ain't it. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. The iPods. Yes, the iPods. Where's my window capture? It's right here? No. Where did I put that? Oh, I put it down here. That's right. Alright. SCP-131. They're safe. No special safety procedures are to be taken with A and B. They are free to travel about Site-19 as long as they do not attempt to enter any restricted areas or attempt to leave the facility. Casual contact with subjects is permitted, but it is recommended that such contact be kept to a minimum to prevent the creatures from forming an attachment to personnel. Hourly tabs are to keep. Oh, so that's what that was then. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay. Count for random times constitutes a level 1 lockdown situation. Okay. Any report of abuse or mistreatment of subjects will result in harsh reprimand. Affectionately named the iPods by personnel are a pair of teardrop-shaped creatures roughly 30 centimeter in height with a blue eye in the middle of their bodies. I don't think it was blue, was it? It didn't look blue. I'll have to look again. But then again, it might be different because they're replicas. Let's see. But orange in color while it's okay, they're both orange. Okay, cool. The base of each creature is a wheel-like protrusion that allows for locomotion. Suggested that the creatures may be biochemical or biomechanical in origin. The subjects can move surprisingly fast, covering 60 meters, 200 feet in a matter of seconds. The subjects, however, lack a braking system, which has led to some rather spectacular, if not overly amusing, mishaps involving the creatures. The subjects have also shown the ability to climb sheer surfaces, and have gotten lost in the air vents on more than one occasion. I don't, well, you know, I might be in Site-19. Interesting, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, they're definitely the replica version. I would say. Common house cats. Yep, that makes sense. Curious. Most of them, at a time, they simply roll on a facility, observing personnel at work, and catching peeks at other safe class SCPs. Subjects seem to be able to communicate with one another to affection given to them, and will quickly bond to the giver of said affection. Much in the same way a puppy bonds with human being. They will follow anyone or anything they've made a bond with anywhere, even into normally restricted areas. Although curious, the subjects can sense danger in their general vicinity, and if the object of the bond begins to approach something they register as dangerous, equal Keter class objects, they will swarm around their bonded companions' feet or approximate extremities while babbling their panic tone, as to warn them. Because of the daily dangers faced at Site-19, staff in dealing with Euclid Keter classes, it's recommended that staff avoid making attempts to bond with the subjects, as it can pose a distraction during delicate operations and experiments and may pose danger to the subjects themselves. If subjects are ignored by the bonded target long enough, they'll eventually lose interest and return to normal activities. It should be noted that the subjects require no real care or maintenance from site staff. They do not eat, leave droppings, or even sleep. It would seem that the only substance they require is visual stimulation, although this requires further study to verify. Cornfield outside in the year 19 redacted. They were promptly transported to Site-19. They were downgraded to safe class and given free reign across site. Once it became clear they were not broadcasting what they saw to any hostile foreign powers. Yep, that makes sense. During an incident where the subjects followed one of the cleaning staff on routine cleaning of the container, one front of him and the other two close on. Once it results, yep, that makes sense. As a way of economic plans, ignored the presence and continued to by cleaning, as was standard procedures. When the cleaning was did as well, rolling backwards slowly and never taking the lights off. SCP current applications. So basically, there are common easy a common SCP to take along with you to SCP-173. Yes. Anyway. Story time over. Back to game. Yeah, so once... Oh no, they do have blue eyes, okay. There's one of them. Oh, there's the other one. Where are you going? Come here, I want to see. Okay, you're red. I see. And you have blue eyes, okay. So maybe, oh, let me go look at that again. I'm curious. No, so red and yellow. So actually, no. They might be the original. So this might indeed be Site 19. Or what's left of Site 19. Guess we'll find out eventually. Who knows? Intriguing. But why these guys in here? I'm so confused by that. Oh well, it's fine. Armory this way, okay. Flamingo! Come here! Bad flamingo. Oh, that's interesting. Lots of field codes. I'm not reading all those. Fuck that. Okay, so that's that. What's this? Letter for Annie. Dear Annie, Jesus in writing Dear Annie feels weird. I haven't done this in well, actually, never actually. I don't even know how I'm gonna give this to you at all, but I can't keep bottling it up. It's slowly starting to feel like it'll eat me alive. Whether or not this ever reaches you, I hope it will at least lighten the load. Figures we spend are not surrounded by SCPs that could end life as we know it. But what scares me the most are my freaking feelings. Damn straight. I know the ins and outs of our daily routine, every nook and cranny, and anything in between that could go wrong. Most of it almost always does. And yet, when I know I'm going to see you, I don't give two shits all the bad that came before. Somehow it doesn't matter. Seeing you is the best part of the day, always. You haven't heard this much, this as much as you should have from others, but I know you're special to me. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go home. Uh-oh, she's in love with Annie. Intriguing. Uh-oh. She's got the error on her stuff, too. Interesting. Okay. So this is the armory. Okay. Can't do anything with anything in here. Cool. So that just opens up. Cool. Okay. What about here? I guess we can't open that. Sad. Alright. This is the replication chamber. So this is where they create the replicas. Cool. Yep, it's a chamber, alright. Oh, we got some stuff in here too. What? The fuck? Alright. Oh, it's a toaster. Print status done. So they 3D print the items. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. SCP-426 Euclid. Special containment procedures. I am to be sealed in a chamber with no windows through which I may be viewed. The door to my chamber must have a label completely unrelated to my designation or identity. I am an ordinary toaster. However, when any human being mentions me, they inadvertently refer to me in the first person. When in my continuous presence for over 2 months, individuals begin to identify themselves as a toaster. Unless forcibly restrained, these people will ultimately harm themselves in their attempts to emulate my standard functions. I was discovered in the home of Redacted after my gruesome deaths